Welcome, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. Sorry that we weren't able to do this earlier in the week. Suffice it to say, I was bummed out not being able to get to you guys before, but we got you guys today. We are obviously, like I mentioned, we're going to be hunting. I think most importantly, our buddy here, Griffey. So. Just to kind of reiterate, one of the things that I want to kind of highlight through my channel and what we do is that you don't have to spend crazy money to enjoy the hobby. And I know if you look at the prices on stuff on eBay and Facebook Marketplaces and other places, that some of this stuff is going for crazy money. And, sure, if you want to spend lots of money, there's plenty of options out there for you. But if you're like me and you don't really want to spend a crazy amount of money to enjoy yourself in the hobby, there are options. So, obviously, you can't, from my generation, you really can't get better than Griffey. And his Griffey Junior, the junior rookie cards just continue to be hot. 89 Donruss, obviously, is not quite the allure as, say, like the 89 Upper Deck is. But you still, there's a ton of rookies in this set. So this is a box, might run you 30, top end maybe $40, depending on where you're buying them. And you've got rated rookies. You got Griffey, you've got Sheffield, Sadie Alomar, Randy Johnson. Schilling doesn't have the rated rookie on there, but it is his rookie card. And you got Bo Jackson cards in there, Nolan Ryan, Cal Ripken, who's on the cover, these MVP cards. Don Mattingly's got an MVP card in there that's pretty cool. So there's plenty of options in there. We do have Griffey here to give us a little bit of good luck, and we'll take a look at this again. So this, if you didn't watch our last video, we opened a box of Topps Gold Label from 2019 and pulled this gem out of it, 101 Chipper Jones. They're these, what do they call it? The Golden Greats framed relic autograph card. So he's just going to be a placeholder for us for now. When we start getting those rookies, I have a couple of stands here. Hopefully we have a couple of Griffies that come out of here. We can kind of showcase them in the back there. As always, if you guys hear a child in the background, my son is enjoying himself a little bit of television right now. So we'll do our best to ignore him, but he's just living his best life, just like we are. So we'll dive right into this. Once we get through this box here, I said we were going to take a look at it. So I got a blaster box of the Absolute Baseball. So there's 2 packs in there, 5 cards, 1 hit. And then I did get a 2020 Signature Archives Signature Series. So not the retired player, which we opened previously, which was kind of lame. That's the active player. So we will jump right in here. And I'm sure a lot of you guys have been watching. I'm so glad baseball's back. I've been keeping an eye on some stuff. I am, growing up, I was a big White Sox, Frank Thomas fan, and for a while now, there hasn't been much to like about with that team. Obviously, last year, Eloy was a nice prospect, but boy, Luis Robert that kid is the real deal. I'm really excited to see what he does. I think he's going to, I think he may supplant Ohtani, who's not really had a great start to the season, but, let's be honest, neither has Trout, and I don't think anyone's saying that Trout's not the player that he was. So it'll be fun to watch these young kids. The White Sox have a good team. Lucas Giolito's looking good in the rotation after teasing for a couple of years, but it's sealed. So it is sealed. Apparently I did not get the seal when I did that cut. Obviously, we'd be remiss if we didn't talk about the biggest story in baseball right now. Not COVID-19, although I'm sure that has a little bit to do with this. But former Red Sox, Joe Kelly, getting 8-game suspension today for making a crybaby face to the other team, which incited a bench-clearing conversation. Now, we all dislike the Astros for their cheating scandal, but let's be honest here. The Red Sox had their own sign stealing scandal, and Joe Kelly was a member of that Red Sox team that beat the Dodgers a couple of years ago in the World Series. So I kind of on one hand, screw the Astros, right? But on the other hand, of all the guys to be doing it, Joe Kelly, who, if you watch the sequence where he was throwing balls behind guys, and you don't even know, I mean, it could be that he just can't control the baseball, which is a common thing for him. But 8 games is crazy. 60-game season. So here we go. 89 Donruss. You get a bunch of packs. These packs are in really good shape. I got this from our local card shop here, Hall of Fame of Leominster in Massachusetts. If you find yourself in the area, they're a great resource. I'm just taking a look at the backs of these. The wax looks pretty good. Box was sealed, so I'm pretty confident that these weren't searched in any capacity, but obviously you can never really be sure. Wax gives away pretty good. Let's see what the condition of the cards looks like. So nice bright background on here. Corners are nice and sharp for the most part. You get a couple different little, I mean, they're not going to be perfect. These are, 30 years old? 31-year-old cards. We are going to kind of blow through them. If you notice, there's quite a bit of packs in here. So 36 packs, something like that. The odds are that we're going to see what we're looking for. And there's going to be a lot of players that we really don't care about. So there's that rated rookie logo. Dave Henderson there. Not a great first pack there, but I'm just going to stack these suckers up, and we'll kind of blow through these until we see who we're looking for. But yeah, I mean, eight games for Joe Kelly. We'll put the puzzle pieces aside. So it was Warren Spahn was the puzzle in '89. Bob Stanley, Jim, whatever happened there. Hey, there's the big cat, Andres Galarraga. Can't tell if that's just a printing error. It looks like a little discoloration. Chili Davis, batting coach for the Red Sox. Or was, I don't know if he is anymore. Rob Dibble and Atlee Hammaker. So Galarraga was the only star player that we've seen that really kind of had any kind of a career beyond this set. Well, I shouldn't say that, but Randy Myers. There's Fred McGriff. Crammed up. David Wells. I loved David Wells. That curveball that guy threw. I can't tell. These cards bent? No, it's just he threw a great curveball. I learned how to throw a similar with football pitch. Chris Sabo with those awesome glasses. So loved David Wells. I mean, I know he played for the Yankees. I have a begrudging respect for the Yankees as a Red Sox fan, but here's the back of the card. Gives you their Sabo. I don't know if this is his. Obviously, his first year card. 88 was his first year with the Reds. Gives you their little stats, some career highlights. Get your vitals up here. Chris Andrew Sabo. That seems a little redundant, but yeah, Joe Kelly. It's the equivalent of 25 games for making a pouty face and swearing a little bit. Seems a little silly to me, especially considering that it was the Astros that he was throwing at. But what are you going to do? A lighter. Julio Franco. Kurt Young, Ed Heron, and Luis Medina, rated rookie. I'm going to have a nice stack of cards. You'll probably have to do more than one. So when I was a kid, it's funny, when I was a kid, I wasn't buying many packs. What I was doing is we had a movie place down the street from our house, and I doubt my brother is watching right now, but we had a top edge on that. It's not great. We had a movie place on the end of our the street that I lived on when I was a kid. Real inventive name, Rent-A-Video. Carlos Quintana, rated rookie. And there's Rick Honeycutt. We got a little running joke with the guy that runs the local card shop. I seem to pull a lot of his stuff out. Not that, I think he played for a long time for a lot of teams, but Jack Clark. And so I would go with my mom to rent movies in the early 90s, 91, 92 time frame. These packs are sticking together. And he sold baseball cards, but he didn't sell, packs. He sold prepackaged boxes. I don't know where he was buying these things from, but, $5, 400, 800 count boxes for a couple dollars. I'd buy them, and there was a ton of these 89 Donruss cards. Which at the time, I loved these things. For whatever reason, I loved Bobby Bonilla. Zane Smith. And I put all of my Bobby Bonilla cards aside. There's one. Oop, put those in the wrong pile there. So there's the first of the our hits there. There's a Randy Johnson rated rookie. Tony Gwynn MVP in the back. Rest in peace, Tony Gwynn. We're going to go ahead and sleeve this up. So, Randy Johnson may have a claim to being one of, and that card's pretty sharp. It's got a little bit of white on the bottom corner there, but the corners are looking good. I think Randy Johnson can make claim to being the best pitcher of all time. He was as intimidating as any player that's ever pitched, including Nolan Ryan, who's my favorite pitcher. But Randy Johnson did it in a time, for a long time, against juiced competition. Helps being 7 feet tall. The mound is before the mound came down. But yeah, I love Randy Johnson. It's an iconic card with the Expos gear on there. Now we just need to get the, maybe we'll get a couple of these. There's oil can. Maybe we'll get a couple of each of them. Glenn Davis, Diamond Kings. There's Brady Anderson, one of the most obvious candidates for who was juicing and who was not. Good old Brady Anderson, a guy that would hit a couple of home runs every year, managed to hit 50 at one point in his career with the Baltimore Orioles. Which, considering when it happened, seems an awful lot to me like he was juicing. I'm going to get a lot of these. A lot of commons. I'm sure that these guys were, somebody collected these guys back in the day. If it wasn't just for set building purposes. But nowadays, I doubt that anybody gives a crap about Jeff Pico cards. Tim Teufel. Kurt Manwarning. One of my favorite names from that era. Manwarning. Don't know why, but always gets me. There's another McGriff. Crime Dog MVP. Mark Grace. I think a super underrated player for the Cubbies. Jose Bautista. And Paul Gibson. Both of those are rookie cards, but they are not rated rookies. And they are not superstar players. But I knew a kid named Paul Gibson, so that card always makes me chuckle when I see it. Ron Washington. Hey, there's another rookie. Ramon Martinez. These cards were hot, so I was having a conversation today. I'm going to put that down there while we talk about them. I was having a conversation today with a buddy of mine who's just, David Cohn's a great pitcher, who's just getting into the hobby, and obviously with so much hype around these young kids these days. And you can blame coronavirus with some of these shipping delays and people not having a ton to open, so they're chasing those. Bowmans came out at the right time. Everybody's chasing these rookies. Jason Dominguez was crazy. Kid's never played a game of baseball in his life. Anyways, Ramon Martinez is one of those guys, and there's a lot of them. Todd Van Poppel, she's a fielder that just didn't pan out. There's the Don Mattingly Diamond Kings. It's a nice iconic card right there. Jesse Barfield, Alan Trammell MVP. But yeah, Ramon Martinez and players like him that had all this hype coming into the league and just didn't really pan out. My Nana was a huge collector, and when she passed away, I inherited a lot of her baseball cards, and she had books of Ramon Martinez cards, and that made me laugh, but at the same time, it's a cautionary tale. You get these kids these days that are chasing after the new hot rookie, and I mean, how many of them can actually be the next best guy, right? There's Dickie Thon, fun name. Pedro Guerrero, Johnny Ray, Franklin Stubbs, another Al Leiter, and Julio Franco in that order. I wonder if the sheets were getting cut that way that particular day. So we're almost halfway through the box here. We've got one of the rookies. So again, I see somebody just joined us here, and if you're just tuning in, this 89 Donruss set we're chasing the kid, Griffey. We haven't seen him yet, but this is one of the better budget sets that... I mean, it's a big set. There's a lot of cards in it. You're not going to get a ton of everybody. You hope you get a couple of the big names, but you're not breaking the bank to buy a set like this, which is the beauty of it. John Farrell, former skipper of the Sox. Alice Burke, Paul Molitor, one of my favorite players growing up. Remember the 3,000 hit club, Paul Molitor. So we're looking for the Griffey. That's what we're here for. And a box under $40 to try and pull one of the best players of all time's rookie cards. I mean, there's Jose Lind right there, another guy that had some serious buzz. Randy Myers, but yeah, another big buzzy guy that just didn't pan out. Jose Lind. If I remember correctly, I believe it's Jose Lind that the card, he had some cards that went for crazy expensive on eBay, and folks were talking about how it was possible money laundering. And it's funny that now that rumor's out there, there's not those big crazy. There's a third one of these McGriff Diamond Kings that we've seen today. Another David Wells. Haven't seen a lot of his cards going for crazy money lately after that article was written. Kind of like Chris Sabo. I don't know. I feel like that it would be really easy to tell. I don't think you'd be able to do that for very long before people started noticing, like, hey, Jose Lind wasn't a very good player. Why are his cards going for... Oop, knocking over the cameras here, guys. Apologize about that. I'm all thumbs. Carlos Quintana, Rated Rookie. Rick Honeycutt again. Jack Clark. Lou Whitaker. And Pete Incaviglia. Yeah, how can... I just don't get that laundering money through... I mean, it'd be one thing if it was like a super rare, say a LeBron James 101 rookie autograph or something. I don't know. No one would blink an eye if a crazy amount of money was exchanged hands over a card like that. Not that I own any of that kind of stuff. Zane Smith, Mike Maddox. Here's another Randy. So, 2 Randy Johnsons. Corners are sharp. As sharp as a card from 31 years ago. Surface is pretty good on these cards. Maybe not a gradable card with that little bottom left there's a little soft, but I'm not gonna put 2 of the same card. I might just lay it down just so we can see what we're looking at hits wise. Tony Gwynn and Holman. We're only talking about the rookies with this set. This 89 was, this was about the beginning of the junk whack era, and there was really no inserts. You had your Diamond Kings and these. Here's Warren Spahn's right eye. Getting some messages, it looks like. Oh. Hey, Carol, looks like you're watching us. So this here is Randy Johnson, the big unit, 7-foot tall guy. Actually, funny story about him. I know I've mentioned it before in the on some of our videos, the Brady Anderson. But they were trying to calculate. Someone was trying to calculate what are the odds that 2 rounds of ammunition would strike and stick together in World War I, because there was a piece in a museum and someone said, find something with a crazier ratio that's happened, and I posted a video of Randy Johnson demolishing a bird with a fastball, and we were looking to see what the odds of each were, and the odds of Randy Johnson hitting a bird with a fastball was far greater. If you haven't seen it, that's a pretty incredible Pretty incredible thing that happened. Preseason game, threw a pitch, bird flew in front of him in 2001, and I mean, that thing exploded. Literally, I mean, it was clouds of feathers. The reaction of the catcher is pretty good. He can't believe what just happened. He recoils pretty hard. Oh, in case you're wondering, that's what the puzzle looks like. So Warren Spahn, all-time great pitcher. We're putting aside the puzzle pieces here. Maybe it's something I could do with my my son. So we have not seen either. We've only seen Randy Johnson. We haven't seen Sandy Alomar. We haven't seen Gary Sheffield. We haven't seen Kurt Schilling. We have not seen the Ken Griffey Jr., which is what we're really looking for. I'll lift this up just a smidge. You can see like there's little fibers coming out of there. These cards are old. These are 30-year-old cards. 31, 30, something like that. Maybe 32. I don't know. I'm sure they existed before the packs were on the shelves. Give me 1 second here. Give me a moment, guys. All right, we're back. Somebody was reaching out to me trying to figure out how to use their computer. Are those Aileen? Oh, it's good. Randy Myers, a lot of the same guys. We're seeing a lot of the same guys. That fourth time we've seen that. So we may just get a, I mean, sometimes they cut these sheets off and you get a bunch of guys from, if you've ever watched Jabs, he opened a box of, I think, 81, searching for the Ozzie Smith rookie card, and they got a lot of the same guys. Found out that it was because it was cut from, although it was an early box or a late box, and you get a bunch of the same guys. I'm hoping that's not what's going to happen here, because we're seeing a lot of the same players. But 2 Randys, the second best card in the set, beyond the Griffey. I'll be sad if we don't get a Griffey out of here. Maybe a lady, Carlos Quintana. So we're getting all the same guys. The third Honeycutt, second or third of those. Another checklist. Seen a bunch of David Wells. Gary Thurman. Let's see. Maybe one of these packs at the end here, we'll start seeing a couple different players. Same guys. Mike Maddox. This is like the 5th one of those we've seen. Another Randy. So that's got to be what's going on here. I mean, the centering's pretty good on. Well, not this card. This card, the centering's great on. This card, the centering's a little off, left to right. The first one we saw, let's see, still a little off left to right. That's going to happen, these sheets that they cut. Well, better than getting 3 Gary Sheffields. Whoop. That was very irresponsible of me, dropping it on the ground like that. Oh, we've got a hello, buddy.
Hi.
Willie Upshaw. That's the first time we've seen his name. Another oil can. Brady Anderson again. I think we're gonna end up being striking out on the Griffey here, guys. But that's okay. I'm all thumbs here. I'm just dropping things left and right. That's right. We got a couple other boxes. There's only 11 cards back there on our bonus cards, but there's a couple of randos coming out of here. Definitely doesn't feel search. If you're gonna search the box, you're not leaving those Randys in it. So Probably just a weird sheet. Haven't seen a Bo Jackson either. Alex Sanchez, that's a different rated rookie we haven't seen yet. Gives us hope. Gives us hope. All right, come on, guys. Send your mojo my way. Jose Reggio. Lenny Dykstra. Sad story about this guy. The surface of these cards are really good. I mean, this box was really well was stored good. Felix Jose rated rookie. So there's a Ripken MVP. All right, so we're seeing some new faces here towards the end of the box. So we get a chance. I feel like we're back in the game here, guys. Mike Greenwell, player who believes who was robbed of an MVP. Greg Maddux. Yeah, and I'm not sticking around on these cards too long. It's I don't want this video to go too long because there are, like I said, 36 packs. We're already 25 of them in at this point. I had to deal with this guy. I worked with him for a little while. Odibby, one of the most fun. Odibby McDowell. Just say it. Just say his name. It's a fun name. Barstool did a kind of a mean article on him. Something about him not paying his water bill. Kind of a weird thing. Barstool doesn't have much else going on sometimes. That they got to dig into Odibby McDowell's bills, but R.C. Gonzalez, there's a Rick Reichel, Paul O'Neill, famous on-the-field anger moment, kicking a baseball, playing for the right field for the Yankees. Chris Carpenter, rated rookie, not the Chris Carpenter from the 2000s. There's David Cohn. And Jeff Robinson. So we got 8 packs left. Take a look at got about 90 cards. Actually, way more than that. My math's not good. 8 packs, 15 cards, 120 cards. We're hoping at least one of them is a Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card. Tim Raines, Jose Canseco, and there's Donnie Baseball. That's one of those cards. If it's a PSA 10, that card goes for $20-25. At the time, he was one of the better players in baseball. Obviously, he didn't quite live up to that potential that we'd hoped for with him. Although he was a great player, still in the game. Howard Johnson on the back, still with the game in the game, coaching. Similar player to Mattingly, Wade Boggs. There's a Ripken. It's a nice pack. Barry Larkin, so that's what, three Hall of Famers in this pack? Roberto Alomar, 4 Hall of Famers. Whose brother's rookie cards in this set, another one that we're looking for, but we're not seeing. It's bizarre that we, if you've been with us the whole video here, a lot of these players, we were seeing the first maybe 20 packs, we saw the same, I don't know, 60 guys over and over again. Greg Harris. Andy Van Slyke. Now we're finally, Ricky Henderson. Now we're finally starting to see some different faces. Different names. Still no Griffey. Although, we've got 3 Randy Johnson, if that gives you any idea of what that first half of that looked like. So, if you notice, these 89s, no gum. So, I am not going to be chewing any gum tonight. Thank God, after that last time we chewed the gum from 2003. Another Mark Grace, Orel Hershiser. These last packs that Kevin Seitzer have been way better with the players that we're seeing out of them. Maybe we'll get last pack mojo. Who knows? That would be exciting. Can't plan it, but if I'm not going to get it elsewhere, I'd rather get it there than nowhere at all. So much for 3 of these Griffeys, right, guys? That's what that, what the puzzle pieces put together look like. Greg Olson. There's a 59 and counting. That was before they did the actual insert sets. That's kind of what they did. Jose Canseco's got a 40-40 card, I think, or maybe 30-30, one of the two. I think it's 40-40 in this set. Before he turned into big. There's a Dante Bichette on the back. Another guy that we thought was going to be great. He's a good player, though. Hey, there's Curt Schilling's rookie card. So there's one of the... Probably, I mean, skill-wise, obviously Biggio is in the Hall of Fame and Curt Schilling isn't, but skill-wise, I would say Schilling is probably the 3rd best player from this this draft class, or I should say this rookie class in the 89 Donruss. You get Griffey, Randy, then Schilling. Then you're talking Sheffield, Alomar, Biggio. Throw their names in a hat. Edgar Martinez. There's a Smoltzy. This is a 2nd-year card. And Dante Bichette. All right, guys, 2 packs left. And then we'll take a look at those 2020 products that we added just to sort of review the product for you guys. Hopefully get something cool out of there. Kevin Brown, Jose Canseco, Ricky Jordan, Jack Savage, and Jack Milkey. So if we are going to see a junior, the kid, Ken Griffey, it's going to be out of this pack. And if it comes out of this pack and we get ourselves a little last pack mojo, it'll be a lot of fun. And if we don't see one at all, then we don't see one at all. Luis Medina, I don't think we're going to see it. I don't think we saw any pack with 2 rated rookies in them. And unfortunately, we did not see a single Ken Griffey Jr. rookie card come out of there. So, I mean, this is a big set. 700-800 cards. We dropped a couple here. Ruben Sierras by going that guy. We did see 3 Randy Johnson rookie cards and the rated rookies, obviously, and Curt Schilling's rookie card. Looking real creepy. He's probably thinking, man, I wonder what state I can bankrupt first. I like video games. Let's ruin an entire state and be super racist. And I don't feel bad saying that because he's a dink. Anyways, not the worst. Not the worst. We are going to move those aside. So, obviously, we get our chipper there, our super rare and excellent, and I can't believe we found it, Chipper Jones. And we're definitely going to have at least 2 hits come out of here, so we'll set these up. So we've got a box of 2020 Absolute, which has 2 packs in the box, 5 cards in each pack. And they advertise, on average, because it's Panini, you never know, you could always have a box that doesn't have either a memorabilia or a autograph card. And then we have one of these. 2020 Topps Archives Signature Series. Every box is 1 card. It is a encased buyback autograph of an active player. Some great cards in there. We did not have great luck with the retired player box that we opened, so I'm hoping that we have better luck with this one. So we'll open up. What did I do with my blade? It's probably still on my desk. I got all these. There it is. I got all kinds of wrappers open here. I didn't bring a trash with me, and I wasn't gonna wait. So we'll put you in the background there. Make a big mess, because that's what we do in my house. Put our chipper in the background for good luck. sucker up first. So I have opened a few of these. I'm going to be honest with you. The couple of boxes I opened previously, I was not impressed. Obviously, Panini. I didn't hate the Leather and Lumber, but they've done this sort of 2-box thing. Oh, by the way, if you're looking at this side, it is not 5 packs per box. I don't know how they screwed that up. This is a big company. It is not 5 packs. It's 2 packs, 5 cards per box, which is correctly labeled on this side. 5 cards per pack. Anyways, a lot of blank space in these boxes here, guys. Take our 2 packs out. That's our thick one. That's our thin one. We'll open this one first because it's only going to have a couple of cards in it. So they give you a couple of parallels in each one. Most likely it's just going to be those blue Surge, Byron Buxton, Nelson Cruz. Guy's just mashing. Even now, I mean, the guy's, how old is he? 40, something like that? At Rosario. There's that Surge Blue. Got a Raffy Devers, Absolute Heroes. And a 1-2 punch of Sonny Gray and Luis Castillo. And then this is a real thick card in here, so I'm going to go on a limb and say it is not an autograph. I guess it could be. Actually, we're going to do this. All right, and we're going to take this card off the bottom and do it this way. Get the Vlad Guerrero, Vladdy Jr. Mookie Betts and his Dodgers blue. Unsung Heroes, Yulieski Gurriel. We've got, it's a rookie in the back there, so Texas rookie. Oh, look at that. Brock Burke, 20 of 125, is one of those silly. If you checked out our Panini signatures, it's an autograph. I'm not sure who Brock Burke is, but one of those manufactured patches. They're meant to look like a baseball. 125. It's the black version of that. That's a cool card. At least it's an auto, and not one of those silly paper napkins. Put you in the background there, and we'll move those out of the way. So that's pretty good. First auto that I pulled out of those Absolute boxes. And it sounds like not many people are pulling autos out of the. Not many people are pulling autos out of those blasters. So we'll count that as a win. I mean, I'm sure it's only worth $1 or $2, but who knows? Maybe that guy pops, and down the road it's worth a few bucks. All right. How do they got this in here this year? All right, so these ones are fun because it's tough to have a. Let's see. Let's take. Here, you know what? Give me 1 second. We're just gonna cover this up because we don't want to ruin it for ourselves, right? Archive signature to Topps. Got a red line on it. What is that? St. Louis Cardinals. 30 of 45. It is a Matt Carpenter. On-card auto. So it's a buyback from, what, 2016? 2019? I can't read that. I don't know why I'm trying to look on the camera. So 2019 Topps, numbered 30 of 45. One of those super underrated players in the league. Matt Carpenter. But, yeah, so all in all, not the worst that we could have seen come out of there. I've seen some people pulling some real oddball stuff, and don't forget we did pull our and I put him, I moved him aside. There we go. We got our Randys and our Shillings. So appreciate you guys checking us out. Obviously, we'll go ahead and throw this up on YouTube as well. But I appreciate everybody who's liked the channel, who's liked giving our little thumbs up on the Facebook page. We're gonna keep breaking cards, and I mean we're opening them anyways. We might as well open them for you guys. And the hobby's interesting right now, so we want to say thank you for you guys for joining us. If you have any requests, anything in particular you guys are hoping that we'll take a look at, just let us know, and we'll certainly add it to the docket. So we appreciate you guys checking us out. Sorry that we couldn't pull the Griffey for you, although we got the kid in the back there. Bring him up in the front. Just watching, checking things out. So, all right, guys. Appreciate you. Have yourself a great night, and we'll see you on the next vid.